All right, guys, so I finally got the machines hooked up, ready to go. I'm on my probably 6th tire. I've only been doing 14-inch wheels right now for the Mustang, and I think some 15s for my daughter's Corolla. But I'm really enjoying these machines. They're really nice. I think I got too many options here because I haven't even used this part yet, but this will be for some low profile, you know, 24s or 22-inch wheels with like a rubber band tire. So super cool. I'll kind of show you what I've put together. I kind of cleaned out this corner of my garage, and this is the garage I park my cars in. It's attached to my house. So but kind of made this corner here underneath some of my shelving, and I think it turned out great. These are the Mayflower tire machines. I'm excited, and it can do up to I think a 28-inch wheel and a 50-inch tire, and the smallest we'll do is a 14. And then you can buy some adapters for motorcycle tires, and there's some other things. And even with the balancer, you can buy a cover to go over this. And I'm not too concerned about it because I'm going to make sure there's no rocks in the tread like right here. But I just kind of wanted to show you. I got this finally together, and we'll give you kind of a rundown on it. So basically I just painted these wheels for the Mustang, just got those done, and gonna get these tires mounted on them. So this is cool. You can there's a foot pedal here to clamp the wheel. On a 14-inch wheel you got to do an outside clamp instead of an inside. So inside wheel clamps are right here. Outside wheel clamps are right there. So I'll just set that there. Just clamp that wheel in. I'm going to grab a valve stem because without the stem in there. So, and I got all this stuff off Amazon, so I can even the tire machine and everything you can basically purchase off there. And I'll put the part numbers, I'll put some of the part numbers of some of these tools I'm using. This is a valve stem tool to install, and basically you're just popping that like so. So it's a must-have for this, and also, you know, your little Schrader valve tool, that's what that's called. I've got a scraper for the stick-on weights for mag wheels. And also I got all the weights and everything off Amazon, so super cool. And then also some pliers to remove some balancing weights, you know, and there's some clip-on weights. Also I got a few tire repair tools which I haven't used yet, and glue and patches, and you know, there's all kinds of stuff. I also got some bead lube, I guess what it's called, and I'll show that on there. I just stick this in the tub, and we're just gonna, you definitely need this. You don't want to tear the tire. And he wants the white walls out. So the cool thing about these 14s is they're really easy to get the tire on. I mean, you don't even, I got the bottom on already. And then this is, basically all I'm using is this mast, because you can buy just this portion of the machine. This is an addition here. You can actually buy this portion here. It's got your ram, it's got a hydraulic ram in here that hooks off, and this will raise and lower. So you can let the air out and it'll drop. It'll also hold the bead, but we're good for the moment. So I'm going to move that out of the way. And basically, just gonna run this down just so it just lightly just touches the edge of the wheel here. I'm gonna lock it into place. It's got a nice little plastic piece to prevent you from scratching the wheel. And then I'm just gonna get that right on top, put this right on the bottom, and I'm gonna just twist it around like that. And then I'm gonna hit this pedal here to twist it. Super cool. And then I'm gonna set the bottom bead, even though it's got a bead blaster, and set the top a little bit. And go ahead and stick that on here. That's to fill it up, and then this little lever down here on the bottom foot pedal is to put air in it. So you can, halfway down you put air in, and then press the pedal all the way down, it'll blast it. So super cool. Let the air out, put the Schrader valve back in. I kind of like to wipe this down because it stains the tire a little bit. It doesn't stain it, but it leaves kind of a coating, and I don't want to have to clean it later. I think it's harder to clean when it's dry. So now I'm just going to add some air. I maybe need to think about probably getting a caged air tires, but this is what I got here, and I'm limited on space, so if there's some risk I may have, I'll just put it outside the door and we'll fill it up and stand behind the door. So. But yeah, I got the air compressor I put together a few videos ago. Put a new head on and airbrushed it and painted it all pretty. There is an air gauge right here. You can kind of see. Kind of basically, you press the pedal, tells you how much air is in the tire. Now I'm going to disengage the clamp. We'll just continue filling it up. The one thing I am noticing, it leaks air out of this, so I got to kind of push it on to fill it up with air. So just, you know, maybe the quality of some of this stuff's not as good as some others, but the price was great. Nice thing is it's keeping it right at 30. And we'll put our valve cap on, but that's basically how it works out. I mean, nice setup. Everything looks good. I love it. It also has a bead breaker on this side. Here, I kind of show you that. All right, so that is the bead breaker. It basically kind of comes in like that, hits the tire. There's a foot pedal right here, and it pulls it in, but right now it's already kind of in. That's as close as it gets. So I kind of had to put a piece of wood in here, 2x4, just to get a little more oomph on the wheel, on these smaller wheels, because these are only 6.5 inch wide. This one clamps. Then you can hit it again, releases. So it clamps the wheel, and then you got your foot pedal here that rotates it. So kind of cool. And then you got your air up pedal here, and your gauge. This is your line pressure here, so it tells you what your line pressure is. And then also this is an additional part. Do some larger wheels, comes with a nice little shelf here to hang some stuff on, and your up and down mast. That's air. So super cool. That's the tire machine. Then we got the balancer here. Just kind of got it snugged in there, just like any other balancer. I mean, you just spin it and start, and then we're just gonna slap some weights on there. It's gonna tell us where. We got 0.50 on the front and 7.5 on the back. This also came with the little gauge to measure the wheel width. Also came with that to check the wheel width, and this is the wheel gauge to the wheel and the machine. You got to put those numbers: distance, width the wheel, and diameter. And then there's a calibration setup. Don't quite have all my weights yet. I just kind of bought these initial to get me started. Just lights up solid. Right here. See that? That tells you when the weight needs to be added, and I'm going to add it right there on the top. 7.5. I'm going to slap this guy right about here. We got our hammer here. And I could put the stick-ons, even though this wheel's nice, but I'm just gonna use these. Good. Find the other position. That's a 0.50. Okay. And we'll see if it's good. Sweet, says we're good. So guys, if you like this video, hit subscribe. I tried not to talk too much because I've been getting a lot of complaints about me explaining things, but hopefully this helps you if you want to pick up a tire machine, and you know, it's inexpensive tire machine, and I like it. It seems to work great, and a balancer. So guys, awesome. Thank you for watching. Hit subscribe, check out more of my videos.